after a little while, this thing is supposed to convert over into star metal, or I believe soon. What's up, people? I'm Xogue here on Project Ozone 3 again, and if we're gonna get done with as far as we need to go in Astral Sorcery, we need to get started right now. So let me just quickly go over what we're trying to do, and then we'll get right to it. Because we want to get the transmutation table, right? In order to get the transmutation table, we need the Philosopher's Stone. Bam. Okay. Boom. Done. This is what we need. And in order, the reason we need Astral Sorcery is because we need 4 resonating gems. We actually have everything on the outside. I have not made the Supremium Coal yet, but it's not difficult for us to do. And these guys all on the outside are already gotten. We are close. We are getting there. So that's why we need to do Astral Sorcery, and we're going to hurry up and get through it. Now, mind you, it's resonating stones. Right? Hold on. Resonating gems. Not the regular aquamarine gems. We need to infuse these guys. I think that's what it's called. Starlight infusion? Something along those lines. Anyway, so what we need to do in Astral Sorcery, is we need to craft the very first table. I think that's our first step anyway. I'm not actually sure, but I think it is. So we need a crafting table. We need some sooty marble, which is basically just this. So if we can, do we have any marble in here? I wonder. I just saw the table. Why does things move? Why do things move like that? Anyway, boom. Perfect. Okay, we have 8. Boom. What do you know? What do we need to make it in? Oh, plus Starlight. Oh, we need this one. Haha. Okay, luminous crafting table. Done. Done. Okay, now we've got this. I don't know where we're putting all this stuff. I guess we're just going to put it down here over on the dirt right here. This is actually just a test design. It's going to change, but right now it is exposed to the sky, which is kind of what we need. And it's not... We're at Y90, which isn't too far down. We should actually be pretty good. Up higher, I think, is better, but it doesn't really matter too much. Let's just keep going. Let's find the book. How do we make the book? Can I don't chisel the book, do I? I mean, you can make the book this way, I guess, but book. Parchment. Pure crystals. Yeah, I don't have those. I think I could probably get them, though. 3 of those, a book, parchment. Not difficult. Okay, let's do that one then. I don't want to waste all of these guys, but even still, I think we need to make sure we get this done. So we're going to go ahead and do this, and then it was this, and a book, right? Wait, actually, I don't think I have the book. Leather. I need to make the book. Boom. Paper, more paper. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Oh, wonderful. Everything's full. I can't put anything else in here. That is terrible. That is so terrible. All right. Let's take the aquamarine out. Can I put the paper back in? No, I can't. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. I got to clean this out. Because, like, for example, all these guys, I don't need all of these in here. I really don't. I need to put them in a different chest. I'm going to make a chest for them, and then I'm going to put them in the chest, and then we should be good to go. Oh, look, we have a diamond chest all prepped and ready for us. Not even going to be hard to do. Let's put it right here. Sure. Now, yeah, transfer time. Alright, so now that we've got that settled, I did make the Astral Tomb, as I was trying to make before. I looked up the linking one, because we're going to need that at some point. But we have this guy, and I'm bringing some iron ore, because I believe that's how you get, like, star metal or something. I'm bringing a crafting table because the book says something about that, and the resonating wand we made, which wasn't all that difficult, but it did use some more aquamarine. So we're going to keep our eye out for aquamarine ore. I'm hoping it's going to be found in the same world that I found some of the shrines in, which is Landia. So again, we got lucky because it's the one we can fly in, which is perfect. Now, they might spawn in other places, and aquamarine might only be found in the other places, but right now we're going to Landia, and I'm hoping I'm going to find some stuff here. though I'm not sure. I can't remember where I had 8 aquamarine ore, and I don't know if I got it from here or if I got it somewhere else. But anyway, so we're going to go over here to the crystal. I believe I chopped down this building already. Maybe I didn't. I apparently did not, which is actually kind of good news. I'm going to go ahead down. Oh, of course there's a friggin' wizard nearby. Let's dig into the ground, yeah? Stay over there, wizard. Oh, wait, these are wrong spots. We're just going to go ahead and dig down because, you know, we can fly. And there's no reason not to. Here we go. Any baddies? No baddies? Good. Okay, so now that we're in the bottom of this place, we're going to go ahead and seal it off. We will probably need the marble at some point, but for now, we're going to leave it alone. Constellation paper, woo! We're going to leave it alone, and we'll dig it up a little later if we need it. I do have some marble back at the base. We'll be okay. Vicio! All right, cool. Now, this guy right here, it says to put down a crafting table in the middle, but I don't remember what this gives us. This is not, it doesn't say in the middle, it just says nearby, so that's what we're going to do. I also thought that these guys being exposed to daylight, meaning break a block straight up all the way, would help. I don't think it's required, but maybe it would help. It looks like the starlight is indeed going in affecting it, but I'm not sure what it's going to do. I thought this made the table, but we already have the table. I mean, it has a crafting recipe, and it's not showing anything else. So I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it's not doing anything. Maybe you... Oh, plus starlight. Oh, okay. This is giving us starlight into the crafting table. So if we wanted to make this guy, we could do it this way now and save ourselves the 2 aquamarine because it has that starlight. That's what this is doing right here. And that's what I was wondering about, is exactly what that was going to give us. Anyway, so we're here at this thing. I think that's all we really needed to be here for, was this. And the linking tool, I think we need the linking tool before we actually can do anything with these. I don't think it's actually going to do anything until we can link this with this. And we can't do that until we upgrade our table. So let me go, I guess we're going to go back to base now. This was basically a pointless trip, guys. That's what I'm telling you right now. But at least we know where it is. I do already have it marked. So we're going to go, I don't know. Maybe we'll go straight up. So we might be able to avoid people if we go straight up. Well, water's not exactly what I wanted. So, and then, boom, just to get rid of that piece of water. And we'll just leave this here. That guy can say wherever he goes. And then this, actually, I guess, okay, there we go. So now it's got daylight straight up from it. I think that helps it, but I could be wrong. Where's my exit? All right, we're going back now. We're going to see what else we can do. Now we need a light well, which is this guy right here. This guy will convert those crystals. I don't think you saw the rock crystals. We actually got a bunch of these while we were down in the caves. So we're going to have all of these that we need at the very least to get our resonating gems. But the light well, we're actually going to stick this off to the side just because I don't want to have to move it later. And our altar is going to grow twice, actually, before we're able to get our resonating gems. And we're going to have to build another structure, all of which is going to have to move before we're done with everything, because this is not the final design of the place. We're still working on it, so it's going to have to get out of the way so I can do that. Anyway, now that we have this, we can work on, I believe we can actually work on upgrading our altar again. As you can see, we're now in the exploration part of the pack, and there's a lot to this, and there's other sections as well. But first and foremost, we need to upgrade our altar, which we can do just like so. So we need another rock crystal, a liquid starlight bucket, pillars, chiseled marble, and that should be it. So what we need to do is actually get ourselves a little rock crystal, which is this chest. Yes. We need one for crafting first, right? I say first, but you know. Where's my altars? Here we go. We need one for crafting and one for generating. So the smaller ones I use for crafting. The larger ones we can generate, although I don't want a huge one. I just want one that's going to give us at least a bucket. Do I have a bucket? I should have a bucket in here, I believe. Bucket? Yes. Only one bucket is necessary at the moment. Oh, wait, let me get some... How do I get the pillars? Okay, just marble stacked on top of each other. That I should be able to do. How much does that give us? 2 each? Okay, I think we need 4 of them, right? So we should be good there, I think. I believe. Alright, so if we go here, let's try this here. Bam, I just need the liquid starlight bucket, which if you remember, was this guy right here, the one with a 152 size. And we're going to do this. And all he's going to do is sit there and generate starlight. As you can see, there's, you know, the liquid starlight level is going up. Now these guys can store up to 2 buckets in them, but these crystals can technically generate a lot more than that. So maybe we should take a look at a tank in the meantime. But I'm going to do this portion. I'm not sure, maybe a drum? Do we have drums? Drums will work. Yeah, let's get ourselves a drum. Probably this one. This should hold enough starlight for a while. We're not going to fill up nearly that much, but I'm going to make one anyway just so we're prepared. Alright, so here we are now, and again, this is just a temporary setup. It looks very, very weird, and I don't really like it so much, but it's functional. And as you can see, this guy can only store 2 buckets. We're now over 2 buckets, so we would have lost some starlight if we didn't do this. And this guy can hold, as you can see, 256 buckets, which this guy will not come anywhere close to generating that much. The most I've ever had a crystal generate was like 25 to 30 buckets. And that, I believe, was a crazy amount. I don't think they'll ever do that much again. But we'll see. This guy was only 150 size. I think they shrink as they go. So this guy may not have even generated a full bucket, but who knows. As you can see, though, we do have enough for a bucket. So whatever number we have in there, we'll take a look. But we'll add 1,000 to it for the purposes of this. Altar. There we go. Next altar is this guy. So bam, bam. And all we need to do... Good, we actually have full stuff here. That's really, really good. We have a good location. And as you can see, it's now going to convert over into the next version, in the next tier of altar. After this, we're going to have to take a look in the book to see exactly what kind of area around it we need to decorate it with in order for it to actually function and be able to craft things in its new state. See, now it's all super special. So now it needs a super special altar. And this would be the structure that is needed. But we're not done yet. We need one more upgrade to this guy before anything will work. So what we've got to do is go back into our book and take a look at exactly what they want us to do. Now this is the next section, and what you want to do is you find the celestial altar. In this case we need stardust. So you're like, oh, how do you get stardust? Oh, probably from star metal. Oh, how do you get that? Oh, it basically tells you what you need to do. In this case, we need to make a linking tool in this guy so that we can take our iron ore back to that crystal I showed you and actually get what we need to get. In this case, look, we're almost at 10 buckets. We're over 10 buckets because we took one already. This, ladies and gentlemen, this is why you actually hook this up right away. A whole storage for your starlights. You don't have to worry about it ever. But anyway, now we do need 2 of these for that. We need a rock crystal and we need some other stuff, I think. Nothing major after that, though. Aquamarine, a rock crystal, and then just sticks and logs, and we're good to go. And then I take the iron ore back to that crystal, and we can watch some magic happen. Now you see this faint line right here? How it's just a little bit darker, a little more bluish than the rest of the bar. This is the required amount of starlight. This is how much we currently have. Now, at night, it skyrockets, but currently it's about midday. So not only do we need to go there and do the crystal thing I just mentioned, before we can do that, rather, we have to wait till nighttime. All right, here it goes. You ready? Ready? And now we can make it. Yay! Okay. Now! I'll see you at the crystal. All right, and here we go. It even says Wow, you can shoot really far away, dude. Like, really, man. It even says in the book that exposing it to the sky is necessary. I don't know if it's absolutely necessary, but we're doing it anyway. So now we can actually just lay down the ore. I always put it just in the 3x3 here. You just right click, right? I think you should see light go to it. Yeah. So you just can kind of do this to all of them, and it should link to all of them, and it should convert all of them after a bit of time. And as you can see, it's now really cool looking, actually, how it's kind of just shining. I love this mod. Like, they have the special effects and everything they have in the mod is really, really neat. It's really cool. It's a very well done mod, I believe. So as little as I know the mod, because I'm no expert in Astral Sorcery, at least not yet, it's so cool. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, what I have seen of the mod. It's really cool. Anyway, after a little while, this thing is supposed to convert over into star metal, or I believe soon. I didn't think it would take this long. I thought it would be done by now. Come on, do your thing, please. So this is not converting the ore. I'm pretty sure it would have worked by now, but it's not. I'm thinking it's just the crystal. And the reason I say that is because I've been looking it up online, and that's what other people say. I'm going to find a new structure and see what happens. Alright, so I have a new theory that's going to make us backtrack a little bit. I haven't actually activated this quest line yet, and I'm thinking that is what is causing the issue. If we look here, it says Astral Tomb requires pure crystal. We didn't do this one. So if we actually need to go back, I believe, and see if we can activate this one before we come here and try to convert some stuff. Oh, fun times. I'm totally kidding. This mod is a mod that I really don't like. It's very tedious. It's very grindy. More so than I believe any mod should be. I'm not going to go into detail because I've actually recorded this bit like 3 or 4 times, and every single time I got into a rant. Like, straight up rant, the mod is stupid. Very, very grindy, very, very resource intensive. A couple of the resources, I literally had to sit there and wait. And not even a short amount of time. It probably took at least 5 hours to do everything that I needed to do in the mod. And most of it was waiting. Most of it was waiting. It was even more grindy than just getting all of those guys. So much worse. And to top it all off, we need to go here. We needed to go here in this place, which should hopefully load. I hope. Here in a second. Oh, there we go. Okay. And this is quite possibly one of the ugliest places I've ever seen. I'm not trying to be harsh to the mod creators. I know it's not easy to make mods, but I feel like you need a solid plan before you ever start coding or designing anything. And I feel like they were like, I want to make a mod, and they started coding right away before making any plans whatsoever. No planning went into this. Like, that'd be cool if... And then they just started throwing things in, thinking it's cool, but not realizing that doing that thing over and over and over again is very, very tedious and boring and not fun at all. But, like I said, I don't want to get into another rant. But I'm really not a fan of this mod. Not even a little bit. Like, not even a little. But hopefully we've gotten through it. I'm almost done. In order to progress in Astral Sorcery, we need to make 1 pure crystal. We need to have one of these in our inventory. And the way we need to do this, which, by the way, those people you saw standing on the altars, I right-clicked on their block that was in the center of their platforms, and they spawned. The two at the very end didn't spawn, but after I got the first one, that unlocked the research that I needed, this guy right here, to create the pure crystal. That's all we needed. After I got that, I was like, I'm gone. I'm leaving. And so I left. But what I need to do is make a bunch of crystals here. And, you know, one of each of the 6 primary types. And then I need void catalysts, which are these things are not very difficult to make. So I just got to craft one of these. After I craft one of these, we should be good to go, I hope, to continue in Astral Sorcery. And I'm hoping that Astral Sorcery, if I can figure out exactly where it is, I'm hoping this will be like, oh yeah, you got one of those. Oh yeah, you did this. Oh yeah, you did this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. And it like just cascades all the way to the end. Because at some point there is, well, I'm hoping there will be a way to get star metal or something in here. But we need to work our way down here, and hopefully that's a thing we can do. And I'm hoping that the mod will unlock the ability to make star metal. Here it is, right down here. Requires aquamarine, which requires the Astral Tomb. You get the idea. So I'm hoping that that will work. We're going to find out. But let me make these crystals and this void powder stuff, whatever it was that we needed. Catalyst. And we'll get going with Astral Sorcery, because I am so fed up with Lordcraft. Here we go. How about we see just how far it lets us go? Because we are now... I finally got the pure crystal. This one. It only did the 3? It's only going to go to the rock crystals? Is it going to let me do the star metal now at least? I mean, structures, the tables. I mean, I'm going to have to remake the table. That's really unfortunate. And the resonating one, I'll hold that in my hand, so that's not a problem. The light well, which won't be a problem after that crystal's done spewing out all of its starlight stuff, which it's probably already finished, by the way. I can pick up a bucket of it, so that's not a problem. This is the crafting table we have now, which isn't an issue. Unless this is an issue, you kind of get what we got to do here. Oh, I can just kind of go... bloop. Back. Complete. Okay, complete. Claim. Bum. Boom. Bum. Boom. Bam. Bing. Bam. Boom. Look, they're all finished. They're all finishing themselves. Perfect. I love it. That's exactly what I needed. That's what I wanted to see. So this is our next task, but in order to do this, I need to be able to do this. You can make the ore version of this as long as you don't mind giving up some blood. This is our issue. Something to do with blood. Read the Astral Tomb to learn through Astral Sorcery. Yeah, you can make the ore version of this as long as you don't mind giving up some blood. That's what we need to do. But how? Oh, we're going to have to go this route too, huh? We're going to have to do some of this stuff. The magic of blood or something. Something. I got to look through stuff. But these things, these notifications, all the sounds and stuff, they're cool. I'm going to listen to them, though, because I think there's a lot of you who are just going to get annoyed by everything. Okay, this is unfortunate. We have to go into blood magic. And not only that, we have to go far into blood magic. So we have to take yet another detour in order to get this done. Now, it's a good thing we do get the rudimentary snares, because we need those badly, and I didn't like making those. They weren't very fun. So I need to get some demonic will, which we're going to get into all of this. But it's really unfortunate that we have to go this far, because I did see this recipe. I just didn't put together the fact that if it takes you until tier 4 to get this, you know, star metal ore from blood magic, that maybe they would have removed the other recipe, which is exactly what they did. Now, it's really unfortunate. I mean, I had to get through as much of Lordcraft as I had to anyway, just to be able to craft all the crystals that we needed in order to start progressing into this. So it's good that we did it. but I didn't have to. That does kind of irritate me a little bit, but that's okay. That's all right. We're going to make it work. We're going to be all right. We're going to be okay. So what we're going to do is actually, we're going to follow blood magic. And we're not going to put it in any specific location because the design is not made yet. We still going to do a lot of stuff there. We're going to build it off, kind of like we did for this stuff. We're just going to build it off the side. And then once we actually, you know, have a place for it set up and everything, once we get back to designing our base, that's when we'll move it into its proper location. But seeing everything on the outside will help me picture how big everything's going to be, and it'll allow me to actually create a design that'll work for us. But in this case, we're just going to throw it off the side and be, you know, we're going to do whatever we got to do to make things work. And we're still trying to get the transmutation table. It's just lots and lots of detours. So the first thing we need to do is actually take these rudimentary snares. We need to throw them at mobs. I need to kill them. And then that will give us the demonic will, which will complete this. After that, we can make the Hellfire Forge, Arcane Ash, some of these guys, the sword, some of all this stuff here is made in the Hellfire Forge. And we can also make our Blood Altar, which will allow us, we can get the Incense Altar, which does help for various reasons, which we're going to get into later. We're going to get into some runes. We just need to... Blood magic is just a little complicated sometimes. So it takes a little bit of work to get into, which is why I didn't want to do it yet. But once you're in it, you're doing pretty good. You're okay. It's not too difficult after you get to a certain point. That's the point we're going to try to get to today, even though I don't have much time left. So this might be a little bit of a long episode, but bear with me. I know some of you guys do like it, and I like the longer episodes because it means I get to record more. So we're good to go. I'm going to get started. Let me go get some demonic will, and we'll move on to the next steps and stuff. I'm also supposed to read the book, I guess. Well, come here, little buddy. What is wrong with you? Where are you going? Give me the sparkles. There's the sparkles. There we go. Okay. Did I get a will? I got some will. Whoa. All right, buddy. You want to go? You want to play? Huh? Sparkles. Look at that. Look at those sparkles. Stupid. All right. So I'm going to get as many of these as I can because they do help. They are valuable. And you're a failure. And, oh, I missed. And it's good to have choices. There it is. Yay, give me. Okay. Oh, my thing's off. Why is my thing off? But yeah, you use these for a couple different things, and it's good to have multiples for various reasons. Though it's only necessary, I say necessary, I believe it's necessary to have 2 of them. You need 2. Any more than that is just, but 2 is good. 2 is always good. Alright, so I went ahead and made the Hellfire Forge and the Blood Altar. Nothing else has really been done. And there are a couple of steps we need to do. I want to make the Incense Altar, but before I can do that, I would need the Weak Blood Orb. Before I can make the Weak Blood Orb, I need the Sacrificial Dagger. So there are steps to this that you need to do. I'm also going to get this guy, the Inspectorus Scandalum. I don't believe I'll need it. I mean, obviously you can look everything up online. I know for a fact the first tier. I think I know the second tier, but I think this thing is going to help visualize stuff, and I really do want to see how it works and what it looks like. Yeah, see, only 1,000. We can do that, no problem. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things. But, yeah. Well, I'm gonna do that. I need to make the Sacrificial Dagger, this guy, which... What? Right-click... What? Okay, so I guess there's a different way to get this. Take a reading. Okay, we have to get this, but how? There's no crafting recipe for it. Usually it tells you if it's something done in the thing, and there's usually a crafting recipe for this. Oh, what? Oh, I was using the creative. I was clicking on the creative one. I was like, why is this not working? Okay, this guy. This is what I was looking for. All right. No. We can do this now. I forgot that there was 2 of them. All right. So now we have that guy. We have the book for our sanguine thingamajig. Now, if we take a look, what exactly do we need to do for the weak Blood Orb? I need to actually type in weak Blood Orb. There's going to be something we put in there, tier 1, a diamond and 2,000. So we need 1,000 for this, and we need 2,000 and a diamond for the other one. So we're going to be pricking ourselves a little bit here, but that's okay. We do have some food. We have natural regen. I need to get more apples, though. Apples are going to be very, very good for us right here. I can also get some regular apples, but I'm not worried about those. I'd rather EMC them so I can choose, to get them whenever I want. Okay. So let's do the book first. 1,000 will be easier to get. And as you can see there, the tooltip is telling us. I know it's a little hard to read in the void or whatever, but the tooltip is telling us how much life essence we actually do have. I don't believe it's supposed to do that. I mean, yes, it's a tooltip, but the mod wants you to get a specific item to tell you how much is in there. The divination sigil or something like that. But I'm actually kind of glad it tells you. I've always thought that it should tell you anyway. But if we do this, get a little bit of stuff in, and there it is. Bam. Done deal. That happened really, really quick, actually. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to put the torches here, put this here, and that would be good to go. Also, I forgot. I did a... Oh, that... Okay. I did the vein mine thingamajig when I built the thing because I used ghostwood. So I put ghostwood here and bridged straight out to underneath that to place him. And then I vein mined the ghostwood, and it took all of this out too. And it's like, oh no! So that actually means I got rid of some of the torches too, and I forgot about those. I needed to put those back. But anyway, and I had spammed these guys because these flowers don't actually like to work very much. They don't like to grow very well if they don't have a lot of light. So, and it's a thing. Anyway, that does not really matter right now. Bam! But now we have the book. And it's going to tell us set to tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, tier 1. So how do we, like... It's supposed to show us, I thought, but I don't know how it actually works. Maybe the book, the other book, actually tells us in here somewhere. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and get our Blood Orb, though. If we put this guy in here and just kind of... Boop, boop. Yeah, we should actually have enough. It seems to be using stuff pretty quickly, but not super duper quick. Yeah, we should be okay by the time. Come on. There it is. Bam. And then we can heal up a bit. Just in case, we'll top it off. And yeah, we're definitely going to have enough now. We're going to let this guy finish, and we will indeed have the weak Blood Orb that we need in order to start our Incense Altar that we're going to go ahead and get, which is going to be awesome. As soon as it wants to convert. Should actually be almost done. Well, no, maybe not. I'm not sure. Apparently, I need some torches over here, too. So let's go torch this guy up while we're waiting. Hey, guys, what's going on? Ignore me. I'm only here to light the way a little bit so that you guys can't actually spawn anymore. Here it is. Now we have our Blood Orb. And I can eat an apple. Thanks. Bam! Blood Orb. And now, in order to bind this to us, as you can see, it doesn't say anything about owner. Boop! Now, current owner, Xogue. We own the thing, which is very important, actually. As you can see, now that it's in there, you see the life essence is draining. It's draining into my personal network that I have access to. It's a hidden little cache of life essence that you use for all your spells and everything. And this Blood Orb being bound to you is important because that's how it actually sucks up all the life essence into the network, is through your Blood Orb, which can be upgraded over time. Now, I need to figure out how this guy works, and we need to work on the next steps. I guess that would be the Incense Altar in this case. Okay, so apparently to use this guy, you can shift click in the air, or... Oh, wrong book. You can shift click in the air to cycle through the tiers. This is something we already saw. So, theoretically, I can set this to tier 2 and then shift right click on this guy, and it will display ghost blocks, which is really cool. ghost blocks of exactly where everything needs to go. And I can actually go to tier 3, and it will show us even more ghost blocks. Tier 4, and there we go. Those are basically all the blocks that we will need in order to get to tier 4, which is what we need in order to get the thing that we need to get, meaning star metal. As soon as we get star metal, we can actually continue with things. We're actually very, very close after this point to getting the resonating things, and therefore very, very close to getting what we need for our fill, or Philosopher's Stone. I like to call it fill, because reasons. Up to tier 4, since that's as far as we're going to go today. Well, maybe today, I'm not sure. A lot of this is skippable. This blood magic stuff is very tedious as well, and it is very grindy, and most of it you don't need to see, but it is what it is. Anyway, so I made a bunch of the speed runes, and these guys are fairly fairly difficult to make, especially so early. Later on, they become a breeze, but right now they're a little difficult. Because the blank runes, you need blank slates, which you put a piece of stone in and you do that. And it takes a little while to soak that up. So we're talking probably about 20 to 30 minutes or so to get all 32 blank slates that I need. 16 for 8 of these, and then 16 more to turn those into the speed runes. So that's kind of where it's at. The rest of it's easy enough. It's just sugar and stone, so we're good to go there. But now that we have it, it's actually going to go pretty quick. So if we take a look at an actual blood orb for the tier 2, which is what we have now, we need tier 2 and we need 5,000 LP. We put a block of redstone in and it will convert over into the new orb. So as you can see, we're only at 4,000. And if we were doing things properly, that overlay would not show. We could right click in here and, whoop, okay, all right. Well, as you can see, they changed it a little bit. Right-clicking now tells you how much you have in your personal network, no matter where you click. It used to be that you clicked on this guy. And as you can see, extra information is now put into the tooltip up top. Even though we already had the information, the life essence anyway. We didn't have the tier, but, you know. It adds it, which is very interesting, actually. But also in the top left-hand corner, it also adds cool little icons and very easy to read overlay, which is something I really, really like. Anyway, it's been a while since I messed with blood magic. That's probably been around for a while. Now, I really need to alter that whole tooltip thing. It's really terrible. I can't believe I haven't fixed that yet. It's like really, really bad. Why have I not changed? Anyway, as you can see, we're at tier 2, and we have a whole lot of speed runes. And we're only at 4,000. I mean, we're at 6285. So now we can put this in, and it'll go really quick because we have the speed rune. I say really quick. It's still got to take 5,000 LP, and it's not that many speed runes. But it's enough, and this is going to go fairly quick. At least in comparison to how fast it would have gone if we didn't have the speed runes. But, yeah. That'll go up here quick enough. Okay, so now we have this blood orb. We had the old one as well. I guess I put it in my system on accident or something. But right click, ouch, it hurt me, owie, and now it's owned by us, and we are good to go. Now what we can do with this is actually start to upgrade the Incense Altar below with these guys right here. Now these, I think, will probably require one higher tier. You probably have to slowly increase the tier of this. The altar before you can increase the tier of the Incense Altar. So you have to upgrade them both in tandem. But we can now get to the tier 2 Incense Altar. So what we need to do there is actually get the 3 by 3 blocks. So we need 9, 18, 36 path blocks. We're going to get these guys, I guess. So we're going to do this. Put our blood orb in there. And what we need, I said 36, right? There we go. So now we can bring this back out, clear this out of the way, and just go like this, and kerbam! And apparently all 4 of the cardinal directions of this Incense Altar, I wasn't sure if I was still falling, equals the this thing. Now, I know the ghost blocks in the middle look a little odd. I'm not exactly sure what kind of decoration we're going to be able to do with the color here. I don't actually know the color. Yeah, the colors are going to be off until I figure out exactly what kind of colors we're going to have for these other things. I don't know if we should lower that or not. I think maybe we should, because that's going to run right into everything. Because you can actually put it one block lower, I believe. I'm not sure. But then there's certain blocks you put in the corners here to increase this ability here. So actually, I think we should be able to hover over this. It says tier 0 plus 20%. But I wonder if current essence 1200. Yeah. But it's supposed, I mean, it's not going to increase anything now. This basically increases the range of the Incense Altar, and the things in the corners are what actually increase your bonus that you get from self-sacrificing that we need to work on, I guess. But I got to put a bunch of blocks in the corners, and I'm going to see, I might drop these blocks down 1. I think you can. I think that'll work, but I'm not 100%. So I need to check that out a little bit. So this is the concept of the Incense Altar. And as you can see, this guy is, if we take a look at this with the divination, now up top you see, did the fire spread or something? Something spread or grow? I don't know. It wasn't like $12.99. I'm not sure. Now it's at $16.61, which is really good. Well, I say it's really good. I actually don't know. But what I do know is that we have kind of set up the corners, as you can see, with different types of blocks. So these are supposed to be naturistic blocks, things found in nature, that help tranquility. The calmness is what tranquility is, which is kind of counterproductive in my mind to fire and lava. But, I don't know, it's part of it. It helps, so that's a thing. Anyway, so this guy right here is going to help us do, well, plenty of things. It's going to help us get more blood at a time. So this guy right here will take 90% of the health we have and convert it over into life essence. So as you can see there, up in the top left, you see a plus 60. That starts at plus 20, which is a 20% boost to what we would normally get using the sacrificial knife. As you can see, this guy's a sacrificial dagger. It converts because this guy is placed and close enough. And we are close enough to it, rather. Now it's actually going to give us a boost of 60%, which I think is pretty good and might actually be as much as we can get for the tier 1 altar. Or tier 2 altar? I think it's tier 2, technically speaking. So what we want to do now is actually make enough runes to go to tier 3. We want to continue things. And again, this is a long, grindy process. But I'm just curious. We're at 1285. I am fully healed up with everything. One click, we go to 43. So we gained a decent amount. That's actually really not bad. Not bad at all. Also, we have speed runes, so let's see how fast this guy converts. Yeah, it's going to take a little while. It's going to take a little bit. Mind you, that is with a speed boost. So just imagine if we did not have the speed boost. That, I got 32 of these. That's the kind of grindy you're talking about. So now I actually need to get 40. I'm not going to worry so much about converting these guys into speed runes at the moment. I could, but that would mean I have to get 80 of them, and I would rather not get 80 of them. Instead, we're going to stick with regular old blood runes, which is what no, they're blank runes. They're not blood runes. I think they used to be known as blood runes, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we're going to stick with the blank ones, and that way we don't have to worry about the extra slates, and we can instead just get to tier 3 very, very easily. Then we start to go to tier 4, and that's when we start to have the problem. You know, I was talking before about not knowing what to use my rack on, the stuff you get for your quests for completing them. And I just thought about it, if we don't know what to use it on, why would we not just increase these guys? Yes, okay, we don't need them. We were doing just fine, but a couple of them would be handy, such as saturation. We could increase saturation to make it go faster and, you know, give us hunger more and faster, so we may actually never have to eat at all. Or regeneration. In this case, this is going to help us out. We have regen 3. We have regen 3 right now, which is absolutely amazing, I think, because we can go in here and be like, kerblink, boom, 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 boom. Look at that. We got the hunger and the other stuff, which is going to basically keep this thing fully stocked for us pretty much the whole time. We really don't have to worry about any of it. Saturation, I guess, could go up because we're not gaining it very quickly, but, you know, it's still it's not bad. It's really not bad at all. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. We really don't have to worry about it. I don't even need it, really. I mean, I can do this, and the natural regen will just keep us topped off, and I don't even have to eat. I don't have to worry about it. Like, we'll gain health faster than I have to stab myself with this thing. It's really, really good. I really like it quite a bit, actually. I'm not going... I think our life essence, the overlay is either messed up or it's not going above 5,000. It should go above 5,000. We should be at tier 2. I think it's not detecting it, perhaps. We're still at 4833. Okay, there we go. Now it increased. I don't know, that was weird. Maybe we were just using it too fast or something. I'm not sure. It's very, very odd, though. Very, very odd. Yeah, see? It took it from us, but it didn't actually increase it. Is it because it can't use all of what we're trying to give it? So we're just wasting it now? Maybe that's what it is. So if it can't store all the health that we're trying to give it, it won't even give the blood at all? How much do we give this thing? It's very weird. I don't know what this is doing. 5, 6... Oh, shoot. I just made this a second tier one. I didn't want to do that, actually. Oops. I need 40 of these guys because we just want the next tier here. 5, 6, 2, 7... 5, 9. Why? Oh, Soul Fray. We can't do it very fast. That's what Soul Fray is. If we do it while Soul Fray is still active, we don't gain nearly as much. We have to let that expire. Interesting. So now it will give us a bunch. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, there it is. Okay. All right, so that's what the issue is. There it is. So I just got to wait till Soul Fray goes away. I say just, but you know. I don't know why Soul Fray is a thing. I'm not entirely sure. But it is what it is. I don't know. I just wanted to show you a little bit about what I've been doing and how much health we actually have been giving this altar. Like, this is crazy, guys. This is just totally crazy. It's fantastic, but it's totally crazy. Alright, I had to remove the speed runes because this guy right here, check this out, hold on. Orb. If we go to the tier 3 Blood Orb, this guy, tier 3, like I just mentioned, in 25,000. Now the problem with this is that our Blood Altar can only hold 10,000, which means we need 2.5 of these to create our tier 3 Blood Orb. This is one of the more difficult ones. Now, tier 4 requires 40,000. That's a lot. But I think, and again, it's been a while since I've created this, but I think we can do the Well of Suffering before we get the tier 4 Blood Orb, which means we won't have to worry about it. It's actually a lot easier that way. The tier 3 Blood Orb is the difficult one because you don't have any of those resources. Now, the first time I did this with all the speedruns, it soaked it up way too fast, and Soul Fray caused us a problem in that I could not keep enough blood in the altar to convert this thing. So I'm going to try this one to see if this works. If this doesn't work, we're going to have to make the Runes of Self-Sacrifice and really hope and pray that works. But let's just do it. Let's go. Okay. It's actually really, really, really good that it's going this slow. I didn't realize it would actually go that slow. This might actually work for us. Maybe. We might be able to do it. I'm not sure. How much do we get? We only get a couple thousand, right? I say a couple thousand. I'm not exactly sure. We got to hope that this... I don't know. It's a lot. It's going down really, really, really fast. We're not going to have enough. We won't have enough. I'll have to do the Runes of Self-Sacrifice. We're going to run out. We're going to run out. No! It's close, though. It's not enough, because then now we're going to totally run out. I'm going to have to get the Runes of Self-Sacrifice. Shoot. If we do that, though, it shouldn't be a problem at all. Like, not even a little bit. Because those should boost the standard amount, the base amount that we get from it, up to a couple thousand. And then we get the boost from this, which is 60%. So we should go up to 4,000 or 5,000 per hit, which should hopefully make it last long enough. We should be able to do this. I hope. I really, really hope we can. But I'm not sure. And I could be wrong. It could actually give us more than I think it will. We do need the blank runes. Reinforced slates. So this is a tier 2 thing, but that's okay. We only need 8 of them, which means I only need 8 of these. And other than that, which means I need 6 more, because I've actually accidentally made a couple of them. So we're going to get all 8 of those, and we're going to see exactly what happens. I was trying to transfer life essence into a drum to see if I could transfer it back, but the transfer speed is really slow pulling out of the Blood Altar. Like, unbelievably slow. Even though I had 2 or 3 different types of fluid extraction on the deck on altar, it is still painfully slow. And I still left it there for enough to get almost 3.5 buckets. Then, when you try to put it back in the altar to see if maybe inserting is faster, it doesn't even work. You can't put blood back in the altar. Now, there might be a way to do it through blood magic, but I don't know what it is, and I've never done it before. So, we're going to try to make this work without those means, and we're going to see what exactly happens with my self-sacrifice. Then, we'll worry about whether or not we can use some other kind of means. It worked! It actually worked. Oh, man. It did start burning. And what I mean by that is the blood ran out and you got the smoke particles. I call it burning. But it wasn't enough. And what happened when it's burning, it's basically losing the blood that was being infused in it. But it's losing it at a similar rate that it gained it. It's not like an instantaneous loss. So as long as you're infusing more than you're burning, you're going to eventually transmute it into what the item is supposed to be. And that's what we were doing. I actually got there. So happy about that. Bam! Alright. Do-do-do! Do-do-do! Okay, so I don't know where blood magic was. Here. Okay. Oh, I had the other one too. I didn't realize. Okay. Anyway. So now that we're here, we only have 2 more to go, which is awesome. But, you know. Yeah. Runes for the altar. Which one? Oh, I have to make one of every rune? Wow, that's unnecessary and very not great. That's really kind of dumb. Anyway, so what we need to do now is actually get to tier 4. I don't have to make the orb. Not yet. I just have to get to tier 4 so we can make the item that we need. And I already have 8 speed runes ready to go. We'll do 2. We'll just do this basically. And that way the speed runes, like this, we'll have those in the altar. And I always like to make it symmetrical and everything. I'm kind of that kind of a person really. But now I just need to get another 40 so I can make this many more blank runes. And then we'll have a tier 4 altar that we can play with, which is going to be really, really cool. And in the meantime, kabam! We get over 5,000 life essence every time we hurt ourselves. And it still almost wasn't enough. So we definitely need to do some kind of well of suffering once we do want to get the tier 4 blood orb. But we're going to try to do things without it. And that way we can progress with what we wanted to progress with. No! Yeah, I forgot one core aspect of our tier 4 altar. And unfortunately, I think getting this is going to be one heck of a process. So we actually have to stop early. I don't like doing that, but I also don't want to make a 2-hour video. Things just keep progressing to the point where there's more and more rabbit holes. But we haven't touched this guy at all, and we need to get into this to a semi-decent degree before we can get what we need in order to actually get the tier 4 altar. So unfortunately we gotta call it here, but stay tuned. The part 2 will come hopefully soon. I don't know. I'm gonna start recording it right after this, so it should be ready. But anyway, if you liked the video, please do hit the like button and subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps.